Hey there, EverlongMystic here. So Pisces, well actually it's South Node Pisces. We're doing a reading here about kind of like the South Node blues, the comfort zone that we resort to that is not helping us out. And for South Node Pisces, that means you have North Node Virgo. And some of the traps you can run into would be like resorting to escapism, because escapism actually can be very dangerous for you because it's very addictive. There's also this kind of component of kind of like a victim consciousness. And really doubting yourself. That's a big one. Alright, I think these are all shuffled now. Okay, so let's pull some cards and see kind of advice. Perfect card for you, the Six of Pentacles, because one of the major goals for you is to really be in the material world, right? And here it's like you're meant to be of service, but you're meant to be of service in the material world. I don't mean like you're supposed to give your money away, but it's all about taking action and not trying to find solutions to problems from your inner world. You need that outside environment. And here we have the Hangman, which is, kind of indicative of, a new perspective, right? It's like you've got to be able to flip over, and this kind of applies to everyone really, is to flip out of your comfort zone and try to have the necessary perspective to acknowledge that, like, what is needed for you in this lifetime as opposed to what worked for you in past lives, right? Because you've already mastered the Pisces, right? Your North Node is Virgo. So you need structure, you need a plan, you need to make order of the chaos. And here we have the Hierophant. And this is talking about your major background in spirituality. So here we have the four of wands. That's kind of like that you are the star of the show kind of energy. Not the star of the show. You're more like the special guest, or welcome. You're being welcomed in. And it's kind of like, yeah, you do have a background in very mystical, spiritual things. You're kind of being welcomed into the material world now. And also, it's very important for you to set some kind of routines for yourself. And here, this is kind of telling you also about how you're supposed to be actively participating in life. You have an invitation right here to actively participate in life. That means getting out of hermit mode. It means actually going and being with people, mingling with people and helping solve, other people's problems using like real world facts and stuff like that. Otherwise you'll fall back into, your inner world and your fantasies and what is it, the daydreams, you know what I mean? Yeah, because being in the real world, that you have an invitation to participate in the material world. I don't want to say real, the material world, because that's where your power lies in this lifetime. All right, we're going to switch decks. There is something about self-doubt for you, for South Node Pisces. It's kind of like an Achilles heel. And really, you should be avoiding self-doubt at all costs because you can spiral. You're meant to seek input from your environment. There we go. Seven of Cups. There's a whole lot of information out there just waiting for you. There is just a variety of things that you are meant to consider. Because otherwise you will, that's talking about that self-doubt spiral. If you're not seeking the variety of information that's around you in the practical world, you're just going to keep spiraling and keep doubting yourself, and it's a bottomless pit. Oh, Knight of Cups. I like that. This kind of reminds me of your ability for compassion here, because you are a very sensitive. You're a very sensitive being. You have felt all the feels. You use this, and you have compassion for other people. You can see it right here. It's not like you have to let go of that compassion. That's you, but you're just meant to use those skills in a more practical way, because that'll actually help you not get taken advantage of. Because another thing about South Node Pisces is that there's a tendency to go in extremes, right? And like, for example, you could be too trusting, right? Too trusting of others. Or you are too suspicious of others. Like, there's no middle ground. It's like there's some moderation required. Oh, I like this. We have the Empress. And see, the Empress is very grounded in the natural world. And that's, to me, I'm just seeing that as a reminder. It's like you are switching from, you are meant to transition from this kind of like super spiritual Hierophant energy into a more grounded version of that. It's not like you don't use your intuition, you don't use your spirituality, you don't use mystical things, but you're meant to use those skills in a practical way. You can get a lot of success out of that. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Exactly. Wheel of Fortune. Like that's what's going to turn the wheel in your favor. And so here we have the Four of Coins. And to me, I'm just seeing this as a tendency. It almost, just the image here, it makes it look like it's not enough. Like you're not enough. And that's that self-doubt. It's self-doubt. It's a lack of confidence. And that's something that's a trap that you can fall in. Because when you start feeling that self-doubt, when you start feeling that lack of confidence, that's when you start going down that spiral, and you spiral inward, and you really need the external action is like your best friend right now. All right, so South Node Pisces, this is your message, and I hope this helped you in some way, and I will see you later. Bye.